Alrighty, so I completely forgot about the JP patch notes and everything like that today, which I normally don't go over them all that often or anything, but because we're so close to them on Global at this point, it's kind of fun to take a look. And this one is really interesting to me. If it wouldn't have been this character, I might not have cared, but there is a new Oslo and Hawk unit, and if you know me or you've been around for a while, I really enjoyed the last Oslo and Hawk unit. So from taking a look at this one, I don't know if he's going to be the best unit, but he's really interesting because he's actually a support unit for Festival King, which is pretty interesting. So big things in the patch are new Oslo and Hawk unit. We'll go over him in just a second. Obviously there's some new bundles and stuff like that. It looks like they're going to be doing bundles for his banner specifically. And then we have a buff to Golden Wings Elaine. Base damage from 400% to 420%. Nice. Increases multiplier to 42% / rank 8% to 12% in unique. I don't know what any of those are off the top of my head, but honestly, with as bad as the Festival Kings team is, it honestly needs to get a pretty big buff for him to be anywhere near relevant. So let's look at the Hawk unit really quickly because I'm pretty interested in him, to be honest. So his unique, which is probably the biggest part of him, is all enemies take 35% more damage from poison, bleed, and shock. Excludes deathmatch. So 35% more damage on DOTs, which is obviously the whole point of the Festival King team. The biggest problem, I think, for the Festival King team is like the survivability aspect of it at this point. If you're not King himself, the rest of your units are normally not very tanky. So yeah, that is pretty interesting. The good part is, though, is that he has a bleed skill that is a single target, and he has a corrosion skill, which is an AoE attack as well. So he can put debuffs on the enemies, which is really nice. And then he has, I'm pretty sure it's the same ultimate, so he expels targets. This was the first ultimate that they made to where when you max it out, you actually get an extra benefit to it, which is really annoying. But it is what it is, I guess, at this point. But yeah, honestly, very interesting. Like, I really like Festival King and everything like that, but I still don't know if this would make it worth going for. The only other thing that's really good about it is the banner itself, which is down here. You can see Oslo and Hawk is a 0.5% chance, and then the units on this banner are the new Festival Zeldris, Assault Mode Meliodas, regular Zeldris. I think this is, I don't know exactly which one the 10 Commandments are instead of being like the demon ones. So this, I think this is red Zeldris. It may be blue. And then Droll of Patience. Like I said, I don't know which one that is off the top of my head. Grandmaster Zaratros, Nanashi, and then a couple of the coin shop units as well. So honestly, not a crazy big banner. You have a chance to get, some of the Holy War Festival characters, which is really interesting, especially since it's going to be going on at the same time as Purgatory Bond. I think a lot of people are probably going to end up skipping this because obviously Bond is coming out, and why would you spend resources on him if you can go for, a new festival character instead? But I do think that he's really interesting. I think that is for me, undeniable. I think that he's a really cool character, especially with the fact that he's more of a support style character for Festival King. So other changes are Akumu boss is coming back for them. I didn't mean to do that. Elite PvP matchmaking season starts, or season 8 starts. New battle events, which isn't anything too crazy. Hawk banner and GSSR ticket, same SSR pool. So I think that's the SSR ticket you get in one of the bundles. Special missions to get a free multi on the Hawk banner, so that's kind of nice. Seasonal character GSSR ticket, new legend, Halloween, and Sweet Temptation, Sunny Vacation, Eternal Promise, and Knighthood of Scraps disposal. What is that for? Unless that's one of these tickets down here. Maybe. Oh, I think they're talking about the Fever banner, maybe. So that's pretty interesting. I don't know, the banner itself is pretty interesting to me, plus the character, obviously, but Fort Solgris Part 2 reward dungeon. Hawk's Adventure Dream event. Get your fan art contest Easton costume here. So they're finally adding in those costumes that we did the fan art costume or contest for. It looks like they're adding in a new sort of event where you, I guess, mess with Hawk in his dreams, which is really interesting. I think that's kind of a cool concept. Hopefully it's either fun or fast and you get good rewards from it, because the biggest problem that I have with a lot of these events is they either take too long and you get too little out of it, or they're just not fun to do. So yeah, hopefully this one isn't too bad, but it looks like we are going to be getting the Easton costume out of this, and then I think this other thing down here, I think this is Tower of Disasters, maybe, or maybe not Tower of Disasters, but 7 Catastrophes Present Party. Get your fan art contest Lilia and Valenti costumes here. This is the same as the crafting and gift to village event we had. Okay, so I don't really know what that is, but yeah, here is all of the costumes and everything like that aren't the Easton ones, so that's really nice. Also, there's in this one you can see you get a little like a party hat piece for Hawk, which is kind of cool for the Hawk and Oslo unit. I would assume maybe that's just for regular Hawk, but I kind of doubt it. I don't know. And then Brawl reward box upgrade, so that's kind of nice. PvP win rewards, growth support event, which is pretty standard stuff as far as like festivals and everything like that goes. We literally just had one of these not too long ago, but yeah, honestly, that's pretty much all I wanted to go over. I just thought it was really interesting that the new Hawk is so so interesting to me as a unit for Festival King. So I guess it really just depends on what kind of banner he is on whether or not I'm gonna summon for it. I think this may be the first banner that I end up skipping in a while, although I do really like the concept of him and I think that he's a cool unit. I think that with this being the banner in between the Ragnarok stuff that should be coming out towards the end of the month for JP, I don't really know if this is going to be something that I'm going to be super interested in trying to go for with that around the corner, because obviously Festival King just really doesn't have a whole lot going for him at the moment, and I don't think that this one support unit and this buff to Elaine is really going to make him that much better. So yeah, it should be a pretty easy skip, I think, on all fronts. But I just thought it was kind of interesting, and they're really enticing people with the banner by putting the new or putting the Holy War Festival characters on it. So yeah, I guess something to note, something to, I don't know, plan around or whatever. If you're a global player, it should be coming out for us in between the middle of the Festival Bond banner and whatever is after that. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know I don't go over JP stuff all that much, and I really don't care to most of the time, but if it's really interesting or something that kind of catches my eye, it's kind of fun to talk about it. So that is basically it. I will see you guys in the next video.